gotcha. Welcome to Comicpolooza. This is the year that they brought the heat, isn't it? Yeah. I know, it's the biggest one that I think we've had yet. And we've got quite a show. Doug, this is Doug Falk from The Buzz.
Hello, hello. I work for the Rod Ryan Show, 94.5 The Buzz, Monday through Friday. This is Jay from Sunny with Jay and Dana.
Hey guys.
Thank you guys for coming out. I know this was a very important panel. We got a lot of level 7 access in front of us here. Very excited. Who's excited? They're standing right there. They're standing right here.
Now folks, I asked this earlier, how many of you brought cameras? You can't take flash photography. No flash photography, so turn off your flash, please. How many of you brought cell phones? Every single one of us. Got to turn off the ringer. No ringers. We don't want to hear your ringtone. Hold on. I'm good. I'm good. Now there are going to be spoilers. We've all seen the show, right? Okay, so don't go blaming us on any internet forum for, oh, I can't believe they talked about it. I'm ready, Doug.
Is there anything else we need to cover? Are we good? Are we good? All right, let's bring these guys out here. Jay, you have the first.
You know him from over 200 films and TV shows, actor Glenn Morshower, come on! From 24, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D, look at this guy. Give it up.
All right, you ready for your first agent?
Yeah!
Well, you all, there you go. You all know him as Agent Grant Ward. Oh, come on! A little Hail Hydra in here, come on! Mr. Brett Dalton!
She's one of the cutest scientists I've ever seen. Miss Jemma Simmons, Elizabeth Henstridge, everybody.
Now this guy started at the beginning and he's still there at the end. He is Mike Peterson, or we better know him as Deathlock. Jay Richards.
One thing I learned about this next guest is she never smiles in the show. Why is that? We're gonna ask her, Agent Melinda May, Ming-Na Wen. Strike a pose.
One more left. We all know who that is, right? Let me hear it! Let me hear it! Agent Phil Coulson, Clark Gregg!
Coulson lives! All right, folks, now, one of the things about Doug and I is that we're fans. We are true comic book fans. We're fans of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. We're fans of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And we know you're fans too, so let's get right to some questions here. We're gonna take 20 people. We have someone searching the room for people to answer questions. So raise your hand if you want to ask a question, and someone's gonna come by and select you out of the crowd. His name is Paolo. Paolo, he's walking around somewhere. We're gonna do this. I got a question though. My first question is for you, Ming-Na.
What?
I don't think I've seen you kick so much butt since you played Chun-Li in Street Fighter. What took so long?
Well, actually, seriously, after doing an action movie, I realized it was a lot of work. and told my agents that I didn't want to do any more action movies. So it's kind of ironic that so many years later, I'm playing Agent May.
Yeah.
Because now I love it! Action!
All right, how about you, Brett? When we announced your name, I'm sure you heard all the boos. Yeah, Hail Hydra right there, that's your biggest fan. We gotta ask you, man, how long had you been filming this show before you found out, hey, I'm gonna have a twist?
Thank you.
Who said
Hydra
that?
loves you.
Who said that?
Hydra loves you back. They told me one episode before.
Oh, so you didn't get that much notice. Were you excited about it?
What?
Were you excited about the twist and the turn?
Yeah, I was, because they started giving me these scenes where I could really sink my teeth into it, and I got to work with Bill Paxton. Did he not do an incredible job? I mean, he was living it up, so I mean, if that guy can enjoy being a bad guy that much, I figured I could too.
I do have one question for all you guys. I don't know if you guys have covered it yet, but where's Fitz? That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know. Nothing? No question. I knew that was going to happen.
Where's Fitz?
I knew that was going to
Not hard.
He could be in Tahiti.
Very nice. Well, we are going to go ahead and get started with the questions out of you guys, okay? Because that I know as a con person, not a con artist, as a con person, the fans are the ones that like to ask the questions. So, Jay, there's got a question right there. She's ready to go. She's too short for the mic.
Give us
She's ready.
Yeah, give us your name.
Abby Weatherman.
Hi, Abby. Thanks for coming down.
What's your favorite character in the movie? In the show?
In the
What's
show?
your favorite character in the show? I'm sure all of you will say every one of you, right? Or
Deathlock.
all right, we got another question.
Yeah, what would you like each of your characters to do in season 2?
So many.
I'll go first, since that's easy for me. I would just like my character to hug his son at some point.
I got two. I would like to see Agent Coulson, or I should say, Director Coulson. At some point, do something that makes people who ship Melinda feel good. And then if that's not being greedy, I would also... I mean, not right now, but... And also, if I happen to end up alone
ladies and
somewhere...
gentlemen, I'm so sorry to interrupt. We have some special guests that want to say hi to you.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Stan Lee, everybody. Mr. Lou Ferrigno.
Lou was afraid to come, but I told him I'd protect him.
I can't believe how many people love you and they're clapping for you. They'll clap for me. Anyway, I just want to say one thing. I'm very happy to be here. First time in Houston. You people are fantastic. When I was 10 years old, I used to read comic book. I did not have a convention to go to, but my whole life, as a kid, I was a real-life Walter Mitty, and I was always fantasize what Stan Lee looked like. Stan Lee created the comic book. That's why, fast forward 50 years today, this is why I am, because of Stan Lee, and I'm very happy.
I knew he was going to make a speech. I wouldn't have invited him.
I can't keep a straight face because every time I was Stan, he's always picking on me. He could tell me I need to weight train, needed to work out.
Now, I've got to go back there because of some reason or other, but there's one thing I've got to tell these people here. First, I want to congratulate you on the success of the show. It gets better every week. The ratings keep going up. However, I have a complaint. Everybody knows the ratings went up because I had a cameo in one of the shows. Do you realize the chance you're taking by not giving me another cameo? So I would like you to see to it. In fact, forget the cameo. I would like to be a supporting player. That's what they want. If nothing else, I want to get a chance to give her another hug. And I can only do that if I'm on the show.
Okay, well, sir, as the new director of S.H.I.E.L.D., let me make this promise about season 2. We will be seeing more of the Generalissimo.
This man is good. Thank you. All right, Lou, take it away.
Thank you. I'm sorry to interrupt, but thank you for this great cast here. Enjoy that because they're the real hero.
Hold on a second. Let's go back. Glenn, what is it you want from your character? Because we all know what happened to you.
Yeah, my request is fairly simple. I would like my rib back, Bill Paxton, so that I can live on and reappear in season 2.
All right, let's take another question.
Yeah, you know, Jim Steranko is here, and his work on Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. changed comics forever. And I was wondering if any of you go back to the original comics to learn what this was all about, and if you feel the weight of the tradition that y'all are part of, that y'all are inheriting a tradition that really changed comic books, because his work on that book changed the medium forever.
I'll take that one. To be a S.H.I.E.L.D. member, when I took a small part in a film called Iron Man, and they handed me a page where I got to say that I was from the Strategic Homeland Intervention Enforcement and Logistics Division. I had read those comics as a kid, so I nearly fainted. It's been such a blessing for me and for all of us, a real gift to any of us who've loved these comics. And I've got to say, Joss and Marvel's done an amazing job of hiring people who are nerds to get to represent Marvel and S.H.I.E.L.D. as written by Steranko and a lot of other amazing artists. And every week, we're trying with all our energy, us and our amazing writers and Joss and the Jeff Loeb and the people from Marvel, to find a way to live up to the history of S.H.I.E.L.D. and of Marvel, and to work for the people who Marvel's always worked for, the people we showed up in Houston for, the fans. So before we go any further with this, I gotta say the reason I came here, and the reason all of us came here is really, we've had this amazing ride, and it just built to a great finale for us, and really that's been because of the fans who stuck by the show and supported it, and we're really grateful to you, so thank you.
Now, before we take another question, Elizabeth, I have to ask you, does Simmons feel the same way about Fitz after everything that's happened?
She loves Fitz, but whether it's...
As a friend?
Hey, dude, no season 2 spoilers.
Is he in the friend zone?
I don't know. Let's just say how in the past now it doesn't matter because the stakes have changed and they're a lot higher for Fitzsimmons' relationship. So
Yeah.
he is and always will be her main priority.
Okay.
Nice.
That sounds like every...
Sounds friend-zoned to me.
Let's do another question from the audience.
Team Triplet.
After the events of Captain America 2, I think the show got a lot more interesting with Hydra being inside S.H.I.E.L.D. And my question for you, Brett, I was wondering, when you turned out to be working for Hydra, I thought that was really interesting, and I love how you didn't come back to being a good guy at the end of the season. Do you think that you're going to end up becoming a good guy in season 2, or could we be able to keep you as a recurring villain? Because I kind of like you as that.
He makes evil very sexy, doesn't he?
The fangirls have spoken.
It's worked out okay for Loki. That bastard.
Oh goodness, I don't know. That's a very good question. I mean, you have as much information as I do about season 2. Obviously, we have a checklist of all the cool things that we want to see in it, but you know, they told me that I was going to be evil. You know, the episode before, practically. So I mean, I really don't know. But have you guys liked me as a bad guy?
Yeah! Just give me another chance to kick his ass.
Make me bring Lou Ferrigno back. I need backup.
Now, Ming, I saw you tell a story about why your character was named Melinda May. Is there a reason behind that?
She wasn't Melinda May to start with, because when I auditioned for the role, the original name was Althea Rice. So, I mean, it could have worked, you know, because there's been a lot of superheroes that get called by a certain identifying.
Right.
So, yeah, so Agent Rice could work. But, you know, I think the producers and the writers and they felt that it was probably better to change her name and give it a different kind of Asian flair. So she's May.
There you go. We have another question.
Hi. Please forgive me for this truly ridiculous question, but inquiring minds want to know if there's any truth to the rumor that the male members of the panel are going to remove their shirts and flex their muscles.
Sorry, it's a family show. It's a family show, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I said no flashing. No flashing, remember?
That's level 8. Shameless question.
That's fantastic. Let's do another one. Wait.
Agents of Chippendales.
We do need a new name.
Magic Mike? I'm sorry for being very nervous. I truly did love your show, how it went from the beginning all the way, how the expendable finale was. I have a quick question for Miss May, Agent May. What's your favorite, out of all the episodes, what was the most favorite episode did you like?
Oh gosh.
I got it.
See, that's so Hydra. That was so Hydra. Where you made out with me, right?
Yeah, well, he did get to take off his shirt, which I like. Whoa. What's going on here? Oh, okay. You know, these questions are so hard for any of us to answer because really, every time we get a new script, it's always like, oh my God, this is my favorite episode. Whenever we do our table reads, it's like, this is the best one yet. So it's really, really difficult, but there's so many in each one that you know, I love. But yeah, I guess the one where
I think what she's trying to say is the one where we hooked up.
Yeah, when I nailed his foot to the floor.
And I like the one where I nailed her to the floor.
Next topic, next question.
No. Wait. No, this kind of takes me back. I wasn't going to ask this question, but since the can of worms has been opened.
Oh
no. Brett and Ming-Na Wen, during the show, you guys were fighting, and I think you know where this is going. One of the lines was, "This is just like old times."
I love that line.
To which you said, "No, it's not. You were never on top." Brett, why? Now, let's take another question. Come on, let's take another question. Let's do it.
It's best to stop that.
Okay, Clark, I know that you said that you've read Marvel comics before, but for the rest of you guys, what comics are your favorites? Or that you've read as a kid or that you're reading now?
Well, I was a huge Alpha Flight fan. Yeah! Among so many others. Does anybody know the comic DN Agents? No! It's so obscure, but that was one of my favorites as a kid as well.
Wow. Does Archie count?
I'm a little older. I was big into Warlock. As drawn by Jim Starlin. I'm a big Jim Starlin fan. And Luke Cage, Iron Fist. I like some Howling Commandos. Yeah! Those are mine.
All right, let's do another question.
Okay, hi, it's Danny. This question is mainly for Brett, but anyone can kind of answer. So if Grant does get his redemption arc, do you think he deserves it?
Well, everybody deserves it. I'd say. I don't think that there's anybody who's really like, at their core, evil. I think that you make certain choices along the way, and I also think that his feelings for Sky are actually genuine. I think that he's been in a situation that he's never been in before, and I'm not sure if he knows what feelings are real and what's false. He's been on this bus for however many months, and starts to have some feelings in his heart place. And he hasn't had those before. So the whole thing is pretty interesting. I don't know if Ward even knows what he's feeling at this moment. He's a very complicated fellow. So anyway, yeah. And in answer to your question about me being on top or not, just to go back to that, I tried to get the writers to change that.
You fought hard to get them to change
The
that.
truth is always hard.
This is about
Next question, please.
Let's keep it civil. Let's keep it civil.
Keep it going.
This is now you know what it's like on our job. This is what it's like.
Next question.
Hi, good afternoon. My name's Radonna. First of all, hail Hydra. Woo! We never saw that coming. We love the villains, and you rock, man. You rocked it. I want to know if you guys think that Agent May and Agent Coulson will get together, because they kind of have a thing going, and I'd really like to see them kind of hook up.
Well, Ming's been asking for that. Just kidding. We don't know much about season 2, as Brett said.
I totally ship Belinda, by the way. Just so you know.
I can't even make another comment. I want to try to keep this a family-friendly. I I think, you know, one thing I've seen about Marvel is anything that the fans want, they tend to kind of go after, so that seems like a reasonable possibility. And I think one of the fun things for us is that while we work for Marvel, it's an awful lot like working for S.H.I.E.L.D. Everything's on a need-to-know basis, and then we get the script and we go, oh my goodness.
But to really answer that, seriously, I love the fact that our relationship on this show is so ambiguous in some ways and so intense in other ways, and there's so much history involved, and it's kind of fun to kind of have that dragged out, I think. Just not being able to...
Okay, that's true, because actually there was several episodes where it was not good between us.
No.
And it was hard. It was a relief when things kind of started, when Coulson started to realize that she perhaps did have his best interests at heart.
Right, and I really love the dynamics of just, these two characters not being able to have that real conversation, and yet they almost can read each other's minds, and yet they can't go there yet. So maybe in season 5, stay with us.
Unfortunately, we gotta say goodbye to Clark Gregg because he's gotta go. No. That's right. He's staying. I'm staying. I only do what I'm told.
S.H.I.E.L.D. makes the rules, Doug. S.H.I.E.L.D. makes the rules.
I see that. I'm not gonna.
The director decides.
I'm not gonna stand aside of that. Go ahead. Next question.
Hi, I'm Amber. I wanted to know if Brett thought that it would be for better or for worse if Skye and Ward got back together.
Better. Go ahead, next question.
First of all, Director Coulson, thank you for saving somebody's life that I may be cosplaying as today. If he needs a lifelong decoy, I'll fill in for free. Here's the question. The word spoilers were mentioned. Age of Ultron is coming. Are you all involved in how, if you can go into it?
I'm sorry, she said again, the words what were mentioned?
Spoiler.
Oh, yeah?
Age of Ultron is coming.
It is.
Are you all involved? And if so, can you?
Well, I feel like this is a good place to announce that I have no idea. That was me. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding when I say I don't think so. I have no reason to believe that. The way it works with Marvel is if some big thing like that is going to happen, I'll get a weird text from like not enough numbers in the middle of the night, and suddenly I'll be on a plane to Ultron. But I don't think so.
Were y'all aware of what was going to happen in The Winter Soldier, like as the season was going out, or was it just script 1, Winter Soldier comes out, and you kind of had maybe a couple of weeks notice, if that, and then that was it?
We got an early screening of it.
Okay.
And then we're locked to secrecy, so we could only geek out to each other about it. And
then you kind of knew what to expect after that with the next script?
We'd heard whispers all year, and then we had this